Hey, so you guys don't know this, but this is take 3 on the last part of the connective tissue stuff. Had a few interruptions here. So blood is suspended in a fluid matrix, and when that matrix is in the form of a fluid, we call it plasma. It can transition into a semi-solid during the process of clotting. We'll get to that later in the year. The red blood cells, which are not true cells, you can be thought of as bags of hemoglobin. They are fragments of a cell. Transport oxygen gas. Most of the carbon dioxide is transported in the plasma in the form of bicarbonate ions. There are also white blood cells, which are involved in fighting infections. There are platelets, which are also cell fragments, not true cells, that are involved in the clotting process. And blood is used to transport all of our substances around the body, not only nutrients, but gases and waste and hormones wherever we need them. There are no cells in the body that are more than 3 cells away from a blood supply, is my understanding. So we've got all kinds of connective tissues: areolar, adipose, reticular, dense regular, dense irregular, elastic, hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage, fibrocartilage, bone, and blood. We also have some membranes that are not really connective tissues, but they do have a kind of connective features, so we'll talk about them here. Membranes are sheets of cells. We can talk about epithelial membranes. Those are composed of epithelial and connective tissue membranes. They're going to cover the body surface and line cavities. There are 3 major types of epithelial membranes. Serous membranes, which line body cavities that don't open to the outside of the body. They're going to be the inner lining of the thorax, the abdomen, and they're also going to cover the organs in those locations. They are a layer of simple squamous epithelium and areolar connective tissue. They secrete serous fluid that allows for lubrication and reduces friction. We'll see that more when we look at those individual organs. We also have mucous membranes. Mucous membranes line cavities and tubes that are open to the outside world, outside of the body. So they are going to be lining the digestive system, the respiratory system, the urinary and reproductive tracts. They are made up of epithelium and areolar connective tissue. They also contain goblet cells, and those goblet cells secrete the mucus. The cutaneous membrane covers the body surface. It's oftenly called the skin, and we will be discussing it when we talk about the integumentary system. The 4th type of membrane we need to be aware of are synovial membranes. They are different from epithelial membranes. They're composed entirely of connective tissue, but they're very important, and they line joint cavities, and we'll talk about them when we talk about articulations.